Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and I am here with my Thanksgiving planner, but I'm doing something with setting up for basically Thanksgiving break. So today is my very first day of Thanksgiving break. I am super excited about getting a week off for Thanksgiving. And so I decided that what I would do just to kind of like kick off the week is to basically brain dump everything that I need to do from all of my planners, all of the things into one location. And I have decided just when I was thinking about it, I could have obviously put it into my personal planner, but I think one of the things I want to be able to do is just kind of get into the habit every year at the beginning of Thanksgiving break to be able to have a brain dump. And so I decided to go ahead and pull out my Thanksgiving planner, pull out a couple of the sheets here so that way I can brain dump on these sheets and just kind of make a list of just a giant list of all the things I need to do. So what I'm gonna do is flip in here. I did do a flip through of this planner. It must be the last video. I honestly, like, things are so busy right now that I don't remember how often I've posted certain things, but I'm pretty sure it's the very last video on this channel. But I'll go ahead and link my holiday playlist as well, so that way you can just kind of view all of my previous videos for holiday planning. And I'm going into this section, the calendar and tasks section, and I remember when I was flipping through it and just kind of setting it up that there are a couple of blank, like, it had like a blank line and it just said list. And so I'm going to use some of those sheets in order to kind of do a brain dump. So let me go back here. Let's see. No, actually, that's not the section. It's this section, the checklist, right? So I'm gonna go in here. Somewhere in here are sheets. So let me just see if I can find it. It's just like a mix of everything in here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a couple of these sheets right here. In fact, let me see how many I'll need. I'll probably just need one. Well, no, these boxes are pretty small actually. So I'm gonna pull a couple. Right? And it'll be front and back, and I think it should be like 4. So I'll get like front and back 4 sheets. And what I'm gonna do is brain dump on these 2 sheets. So I do have like one more set right here. So if I need that, I can certainly pull that out as well. So for the time being, I'm just gonna set aside and just start with this first list. And I'm wondering if I want to make it pretty first or if I just want to be functional. I think I'm going to be functional. So let me go ahead and talk to you about how I brain dump. Basically, when I do any kind of brain dump, I just pretty much take all of the things from all of the planners, like from my mind, from like all like my space, my physical space, all the things that are written in my planner, in my mind, in my physical space, and I put them on this list. And so again, like what I'm trying to do here is just create like a giant list of all the things that I think I need to do. It could be big things, it could be small things. And so I'm gonna actually pull out all of my planners and start there first. And then as I go through, I'm sure I'll think of things that I need to add that come like straight from my brain. And I just wanna like go ahead and unfiltered, just plop it on this list. But also as I go through the day, like one of the big things I know for sure need to go on here is just to clean my house. As I start cleaning up my house, I'm sure I'll come up with a couple more things to be added to the list. So this is going to be a work in progress. It's not something that's going to be like the single item and like this is the complete list, but I do love to just have a single spot for all of these things, especially as I'm going into like a period where like I have a long break and I can try to knock out as many tasks as possible. So having the brain dump or like this master to-do list in one spot is really, really helpful. So I think I'm gonna keep it functional. I'm just gonna use this pen. This is like a super, like, it's one of those standard like big pens. This is what I've been using for all of November. It's actually worked out really well, but this is just the big pen with the 4 colors, and I just use black. And I can use any pen, honestly. It's just a ballpoint pen. But I'm gonna put here Thanksgiving break. All right, and I'm gonna put master brain dump. All right, and we'll just leave it at that. And so again, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my planners and show you a little bit of the process, at least on the planning side of things. I'm sure again, like I'll continue adding to the list as I go through, but let me grab my planners. Okay, so I've got my 3 major planners here. I am actually going to just go ahead and start with these 2 just because they're at the top. The very first one is the Thanksgiving planner, and I'm wondering if I even have Thanksgiving notes in here. Let me take a look really quick. So I know for sure I haven't really used most of this section, but I do want to like maybe try to look into mini planning and see if there's stuff there. This will involve a lot of flipping, you guys, but this is just kind of how I operate. So let's see, back here, there are like all of these sheets. Okay, so I did do that already. Just looking at some of these task lists. Okay, so then here, I did those. these two events I definitely need to put on here. Okay, so this is like Christmas related, but there is, I like to look up Christmas events in our community and put them into my Christmas planner. So that will go on here. And then there were some Christmas crafts that I found that I want to be able to incorporate. And it will be something that we do probably mid-December if I get to it, just because by that time the baby will be born. Right, and then yeah, I did all that. Okay, so I think that's it for the Thanksgiving planner. Oh no, I need to go to the menu planning section, just because, I mean, this is the week of Thanksgiving, so I need to go ahead and start prepping some of that stuff. So let me see what we're gonna do here. Like, this section is so disorganized right now. All right, so for sure I need to make the green bean casserole that I'm bringing for my husband's side of the family. And then I need to find a dish, a potluck dish for the church fellowship. We have at this point already attended like 3 Thanksgiving related events, which is kind of crazy to me, but all right. And then this is the breakfast casserole recipe card, but I decided not to do that one. So I have to double check these recipes right here. Just make sure I am not missing any ingredients, and I know I'm missing some. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I need brown sugar. I don't know why I don't have any brown sugar right now, but I need that. I need a loaf of French bread. All right, we have milk, we have eggs, we have vanilla. Right, and then I need apple pie filling. All right, and that's all for this one recipe over here with the French toast casserole. I'm just transferring it all over. All right, and then this one is bacon. I do need zucchini and squash for my succotash, which is the next recipe here. All right, and it's just a messy list. I'm not trying to be cute here. Okay, and then I think I'm good for that. That was the one item. I just wanted to wait until kind of the last minute to get some of that. Okay, and then the next recipe here is arepas con queso, and then I have most of this. The only thing I don't have is the shredded mozzarella, so I need shredded mozzarella. All right, and I'm wondering if I want to make this broccoli salad. Okay, I'll go ahead and put the broccoli for the broccoli salad on here. So I'll need broccoli and cranberries, and I think I should have everything else. Okay, so I think that's it for the menu items. Okay, great. So I think that's it for the Thanksgiving planner. Those are mostly the items that I'll be cooking. We are hosting Thanksgiving today. I mean, sorry, this year, not today. And so I have those items. And again, I already know that there are a couple of things that I do need to do, like clean the house and stuff like that, but that's just like, to me, routine items. I will put them on here probably, but not like right this second. All right, then I'm gonna flip in here to the baby's pregnancy journal, and I have like all of these things listed right here. I'm gonna go ahead and copy all of this over here too, because it has things like I need to find a pediatrician for the baby. We are scheduled right now to go into the hospital on December the 7th, and so if I could handle some of these things during Thanksgiving break, that would be great. So I'm gonna just basically transfer all the items that I haven't completed onto my list here. All right, I'll fast forward through this part. I mean, I'm just transferring it all over. Okay, so I copied everything over. Basically, I started here with pediatrician. I need to find a pediatrician. We need to change insurance to include the baby, wash all of the baby clothes, and really kind of sort them out so that way I have all the sizes together. Schedule like any baby photos we want to take. Not sure if we're going to do that or not, but like definitely it's on the list just in case we want to do that. And then I said I was going to do my hospital bag last week, but I definitely still need to pack my hospital bag, baby proof the house, write my thank you cards, which I also was trying to do last week, install the car seat in my car. My husband did install it in his car, so we're good to go if like the baby comes a little bit early, but I do want to go ahead and install it in my car as well. We need to come up with a name for the baby. If you guys have an idea for a name for the baby, we are still like not 100% confirmed on the name, so need to come up with a name for this baby. I am setting up like a family calendar that's digital, And so this is the program that I'm using for it. It's called DAKboard, DAKboard.com. And so it looked like a really good program. I've already been testing it out at work, and I really want to convert it to like a family-centric program or like board to use as well. So I'm going to do that probably. And then I need to sort the baby closet. I've been using the baby's closet in her room as like storage, and so I might not be able to get to it this Thanksgiving break, but I definitely want to be able to at least clean it out in the next month or so, so that way it's basically just baby stuff at that point. Okay, so that is all done, and now I'm going to move into my main planner. All right, I'm sure there's a million and one things in here. So this is my Franken planner. It's split up into like all these different sections. So again, I'm just going to set it to the side right here. I already know there's like going to be a bunch of stuff in here, so let's go into the very first section in here, and that first section is going to be work. Okay, so just looking at it, I'm leaving it to the side just because there's like names and stuff like that, but I think you can kind of see I'm just flipping through it. I do try to move most of these to like my digital task list, which, like, full disclosure, is like Gmail. So I'm going to, I think, instead of like writing some of these things down, let me see. Yeah, there's no real, I mean, there are tasks on here for sure. There's definitely tasks on here. I'm gonna have to do this separately because all this stuff is on like Gmail. So what I'm gonna do is actually put on here for work, I need to check my Gmail tasks. All right, and so we'll leave it at that for work. I really should include it on here though. So like I'll probably check it off and then like add to this list once I actually go into Gmail to do that. All right, let's go to personal. It's been a little while since I've been on here to check out what we've got going. So how far back do I need to go? Okay, so let's stay right here. Okay. Some of these things, like, I mean, it's been like really busy around here, so some of these things I haven't even checked off, but I've definitely done them. Okay, so like right here, I have a couple of job postings. All right, so there are 2 job postings that I'm looking at, so I'm going to take a look at those over the break. All right, and then I put green bean casserole earlier, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's there. I also have it in my personal planner. All right, there's a bill that I have in here, so I need to pay my bill for sure. Okay, then there's a random flyer that we didn't attend. Okay, then I have fixed windshield. So a giant rock went through my windshield this past week, so I need to do that. And then I need to go ahead and increase the tire pressure in my tire. That is a definite. Okay, and then I'm just flipping the pages. I have printing out some tickets that I have, but I actually did that already. Right, so the next one is I need to go ahead and check my Blue Cross claims. All right, did all of that. All right, and I think that we're getting close. Okay, so the last one here is from yesterday. No, that's not yesterday. That is definitely not yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to put my CEs for my license. Right, need 18.5 hours. In fact, I'm doing a training today actually. Okay, and then yesterday I didn't have anything except I forgot to say happy birthday to my nephew. Oh my gosh, I feel bad now. Okay, and then the rest of these are, I think, just notes. Okay, so we'll get through that. All right, and then my food log. All right, I don't have this listed anywhere, but I definitely need to send my food log for the week to my nutritionist. All right, and then for my budget section, let's see. What I like to do with my budget is, you know, just kind of see if there's any missing items. Have I received everything that I'm supposed to receive? And I think I haven't ordered anything recently that I need to like double check on. So that's it. And then the last section in here is social media. Okay, so let me flip over here to social media. I do have a couple of things I think in here. So let's see. It says I need to film a bunch of stuff. Okay, I'm at the end of this sheet, so I'm gonna move to this second sheet. I may only need 2. That'll be good. Okay, so I already did that. I need to. All right, it says Christmas tree. I'm pretty sure that was like I wanted to record a quick short for Instagram, or like a reel for Instagram with setting up my Christmas tree. And then I have Michael's clearance on here as well. That's to go check out clearance. so that's on there. Okay, and then I'm looking and looking. Oh, I have notes here for like my 2023 planners, so I definitely want to continue doing that, like do planner prep for 2023 and just kind of think about what I want to do. And then I do have that I need to film videos. Okay, so I need to, like, just trying to think about this. I'm moving to a schedule where I'm filming like every or like posting, publishing like about every 3 days. And so I want to be able to film enough for the next 2 weeks, which means basically 5 videos. So I'll put on here film videos times 5. And you know, I'll move all that stuff into my social media planner. Okay, so those were all the notes from my planner, and that was actually a lot. There's a lot going on here, but like Thanksgiving break is like the full week for me, so there's, you know, plenty of time for me to do that. Now what I'm going to do is actually look through my physical space and just kind of like double check all the different spots in my house where I need to do things. And I already know just like straight off hand that I need to do laundry. Okay, so I need to do laundry, like both washing and folding. Definitely need to fold my clothes. That's probably the worst thing. I hate doing laundry. All right, I'll put dishes. I need to pull down like the holiday dishes as well, for sure, for Thanksgiving. And let's see, I need to move out. I'm just kind of mentally walking through my house right now. So I need to move out all the Christmas supplies that are in my dining room, since we need to get set up for Thanksgiving. Okay, and that might be pretty close to it. Okay, so then I also need to clean out the planner homework desk area. Lots of notes there. All right, I need to mail out one of my D-stashes. Okay, and then I see some things right here on the homework area that I need to kind of look through. Like this area is where I kind of like keep any like major projects that are like not, like this is where I just put everything. So if it's not on here, then like on my desk, then sometimes I just don't think about it. And so these items right here, like wash dishes, these are all kind of like, they're like in my space, in my house. And so sometimes I just kind of tuck them into the corner and just don't think about it. But like on my homework desk, I have to like constantly work around it. So I like to have all of my active things to do kind of sitting out like that. So that really helps. And so I have it, like I had to clean it off just to be able to film. So they're like all to the side, up here, over there. So definitely I need to like mail out all my stuff for the D-stashes. Okay, and so that's right there, ready to be mailed. Sophia gave me a list of things to do. I just almost put laundry again, but she wanted me to fix her headband. Why can't I spell today? All right, this is just messy. And she told me I need to get haircuts. All right, so that'll be for me and for her. Let's see what else. I need to scan this document. There's some documents that I need to scan and sort through. They are important, like house files. So I need to go ahead and sort them into my home binder. I'll put those together. It just that's kind of a project in and of itself. Okay, that actually might be it. All right, yeah, that might be it. Okay, so for the time being, I'm thinking that might be it. I need to do the last little set, which is like all the stuff that's in my brain. And as I'm really thinking about it, I feel like I've hit most of it. All right, this list will definitely grow over time, but I think this is it. All right, so this was the messy version of it. This is, again, like really super helpful for me as just a planner to be able to have like one giant list to work off of. And it has like Thanksgiving stuff, but it also has stuff that I just have had pending for a very long time until I got to something like a Thanksgiving break where I have lots of time to be able to do it. So this is kind of what the list looks like, right? I was able to use basically 3 pages like that, front and back. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And now I'm going to go and try to tackle some of these things, including filming these videos. Cross fingers that I can get some of that stuff done. You notice that I don't put it in any kind of priority. So like part of the process of doing this is making sure I scan the list regularly to hit like the most important things and try to get those things done. So yeah, that's medium priority, but definitely some of these other things like hospital bag, thank you cards, those I feel like are high priority items, and definitely all the Thanksgiving related stuff that has to definitely happen this week. That is my list for right now, and it will definitely be added to as I go through. I need to handle this list. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, it's just my process for how I brain dump, and hopefully that gives you like at least some kind of idea of like how to do it yourself. I really enjoy doing this when I have longer breaks, just so I could see what I need to do and just have it all in one place so I can just have a reference point for it. So that's kind of what this was all about. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.